What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You got the almighty DJ CJ Flash back with a brand new live episode of I Remember That Song. Here to tell you all about it is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jerry Dub.
CJ Flash. Dominus. Ominous.
Dominus.
I was looking at a close up there. You're a little fuzzy here, bro. Let me take a look at this again.
What's wrong with me, man?
You're a little fuzzy.
How am I fuzzy?
You got to go clean that screen a little bit.
No, it must be the computer. It has nothing to do with the screen is clean or the camera is clean.
Okay.
But it might be there's no telling.
Okay,
Electronics. Well, I think the retrograde in Mercury is happening.
Yeah, based on what we just went through the last few minutes here, everybody's got a little bit of problem here, you know. We're gonna get right through that.
Russ said it's too much vegan Vaseline on the
list. That's probably what it is. Man.
Russ, you're stupid. Oh my God, you're stupid.
Well, since he's already in our little personal chat, let's bring him in for real. There's Russ, there's Ryan Nicole. And let's not ever forget D Minor right here. What's going on, family?
Hey, y'all.
How y'all doing?
What is vegan Vaseline?
I don't know.
It's this.
Clearly, that's what it is.
Is it fuzzy?
No, you still experiencing the eclipse. That's all.
Yeah,
you're in the eclipse in CP time.
You're like you got that haze on you, like the green chick in Star Trek.
Wow.
What's she doing this?
Yeah.
Kirk made out with the green chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many close-ups we're gonna give you tonight, Flash.
I don't need any. I don't need none.
No, you gotta back him up like the girl in A League of Their Own.
Ooh, yeah, you.
Baby.
It's like,
well, I'm glad to hear everybody's in a good mood. What's up, Ryan Nicole? Ryan Nicole looks like you are doing a Sting video wrapped up.
I know I got magic going on too. I am at the
wrapped around your finger. That's right.
American Conservatory Theater. I didn't have time to get back home. I had work here at the theater today, and so I said, "Hey, can I commandeer one of your rooms?" And they said, "Absolutely." So that's where I am.
Well, it's a good spot to be in, and we're going to hear more about that theater business as we get closer to it, I'm sure, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's nonstop.
Right. Speaking of being in studios, D Minor, you're in a studio too. Where are you at? Tell everybody where you at every week. They always want to know where's D Minor at. He's got all kind of equipment around him, you know.
Yeah, I am at the locations of Philip Burton High School, so in San Francisco. So that's where I am located at currently.
And what are you doing there?
Yeah,
what are you doing there?
What's a grown man doing at a high school?
Do you go to high school? You still? Yeah. We've already said he was an embryo.
No, no. I actually work here, so this is actually my 9 to 5 when we're not doing IRTS. So this is where it is. Yeah,
he's being very humble. He's got about 3 or 4 jobs, including a union leader and all that kind of stuff. But
all of that,
and that's
leader.
I'm only 17.
I know. You're in your senior year. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Working on your thesis in your senior year. You saw
Rodney Allen Rippey of radio.
Rodney Allen Rippey.
Here's the tomato.
Yes. Okay. Hey, Big Russ, I see your T-shirt today. I see King. There we go. I thought I said King. King Pleasure.
Oh,
nice.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
That's what they call you, huh? King Pleasure. Okay. Oh.
That's where vegan Vaseline comes in.
Right. Yeah, Sherry said, oh. I heard you, CJ. Slick.
All right, well, I'm glad everybody's in a good mood because we got
those of us who do not know, it is a Basquiat.
I know.
There we go.
Yeah. Some of us who are uninitiated. I know Jerry's idea of fine art is Dr. Seuss. So I just
sounded different. It sounded different than what you just described.
Redfish, bluefish.
King Pleasure. You know where I went, bro. Hey.
Got him screaming in the background.
Jerry, call me.
At least wait till after the show, y'all. Okay, can you do that? All right, but look here, we're gonna have some fun. We got two big guests on tonight. Actually, three, but two different segments. First up, we've got these ladies. Wait, hold on. I got to do this the right way. These ladies right here, La Femme
Yeah,
Fatale.
there you go.
La Femme
Yeah.
Fatale.
Slay.
Nice photo.
They are
Slay.
Sakai Smith
Hey.
and Nikita Germain Houston. These two flowers come from the musical soil that is the San Francisco Bay Area. I wrote that shit. Their resume has been co-signed from some of the best in the business, including the Bay's Narada Michael Walden, Quincy Jones, and Shaka Khan. I also want to shout out their connection to two of my favorite people in the entertainment business, Michael Axon and Larry Batiste. The Femme Fatale will be performing new music this Friday, April the 12th, at the Lost Church in San Francisco. Showtime is 8:15. Get tickets and more info at the lostchurch.org website. Let's bring in Sakai and Nikita.
There they go.
Hey, La
Yeah.
Femme Fatale.
Nice. Good to
What's
see
up,
you
ladies?
two.
It's so wonderful to be here again.
Yeah,
IRTS family.
You know
Yes.
what? I realized I did some research. It's been 2021 since you've been here. So it's been 3 years.
Wow.
I thought it was just like last year or something like that.
It
So
felt
it's
like that.
it
Don't feel
did.
like it's been that long. Yeah.
It surely doesn't. Time is
Aw.
flying. Time is flying.
Seriously.
well, I'm
Jeez.
glad to hear you
Thank you
got some
for
new stuff
having
going
us.
on. Yeah, because we got some new projects going on and we got to know all about it. So your show is this week. I said it's a perfect timing. Let's see if I can get you guys in here. So thank you for
Aw.
joining us. Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
look, I want to start this conversation by showing this video clip. All right, y'all
Yes,
ready for this?
please.
Now, it's
Yes,
we only
yes.
take a little bit of the screen so everybody look professional. You'll see what I mean.
As sure as the sun keeps shining on a cloudy day, I will always be your baby. You bring such joy in my life, gives me reasons to smile. I will always be your baby.
Hey. Hey, y'all, what's up? We're La Femme Fatale. I'm Sakai.
And I'm Nikita.
And we're just taking a little break from our rehearsal.
Because we want to inform you guys that we're going to be at the Lost Church in San Francisco, April 12th. And if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, please do so because we would love to see you. We're going to be doing songs from our debut release that's going to be dropping in the fall. So get your tickets. Come see us. You know, stop on by. Yeah, come on. As sure as the sun keeps shining on a cloudy day, I will always be your baby. You bring such joy in my life, give me reasons to smile. I will always be your baby. As sure as the sun keeps shining on a cloudy day, I will always be your baby.
Nicely done, ladies. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's gonna be with me.
Promo.
That was very adorable. Very adorable. I love it. You can really see your sisterhood. Like you guys had the dance moves together. You turned at the same time.
A little shoulder thing. There.
Right. That was adorable.
So how long have you two known each other?
Ooh,
Tell us how you met.
5+ years.
25.
Yes. 35 years.
Wow.
Absolutely,
Amazing.
yes. We were literally youngins,
Yeah.
as they say. I was a teenager
Yeah.
when we met, and
Yeah, you was 15 when I met you, and I was.
no, don't be telling all my business.
He said we want. Don't do no math. Don't worry.
We don't do that, right?
Don't worry. We don't.
Look,
I ain't got a problem with it. I'm proud of my age.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Gotta keep
We've
some
known each other for a
mystery.
while. I'm sorry I brought that up. So you've known each other for a little while. And that's great.
Yeah, it's been really a beautiful journey because a lot of our biggest highlights of our careers we've been able to share together.
Yeah.
You know, from singing with Stevie Wonder and working on a lot of records and with Narada Michael Walden. He is very much the person that started our careers, our professional careers. So it has been a very beautiful journey. And even then, you know, our last almost 12 years with Train, we work together. So
Yeah.
it's been incredible. This is my sister. I mean, like,
It's
yes,
clear.
definitely
That's
there's a
beautiful.
connection because
Sure.
there is really a connection. That's why
That's
you
so
can see.
lovely.
That's good to
you know.
know. Good to know.
And I've worked on her records. She's worked on my records.
Yeah.
We write a lot together. So a lot has happened. In fact, she was the first person that hired me to work on her showcase when she was working her solo career.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I was underage, you know, working in the clubs and saying, hey, I
Don't tell your
prefer
business.
night shift, you know.
Mhm.
I don't know if the
Yeah.
statute of limitations is up on that. I don't think you should just be telling folks.
Mhm.
Seriously.
And the really good thing is that you got a place to live when you go to Vegas, and she's got a place to stay when she comes to the Bay.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
Absolutely.
good.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not like you live in Livermore and Gilroy or something like that. You know, you got
Right.
other places to stay.
Yeah, so-
You know, let me stop for just a second, because I just realized I did a real flaw. I didn't bring up Ryan Nicole to say hello to all of our people. And
That's
get them to
right.
join in and watch. All right.
And
So
you know
Ryan,
what, Jerry? I'm blanking out. Yeah, let's
here
do
we
it.
are. We just got into the
do it.
joy that is Cicada. I know. It's
Okay, never mind. You just it's
Cicada.
okay. Yeah,
You
yeah.
ladies here.
Femme fatales. It's okay. I know. It's
All right, here we go. Let's do this from right here, and then we'll be right back to y'all ladies. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Good to see you all, everyone. You are already in it. We're already in the pool swimming. So glad you're here with us at IRTS Live. We are live, and you are with us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, or on any other social media platform. And we are so glad to have you. We're also on Soul TV. Watch.com. Do you remember back when? You may be watching us on Roku on your big screen. So we're just glad to have you out here with us today. You know what to do. There are 3 calls to actions: like, subscribe, and share. So like a page, subscribe to the page, and share with your friends. Tell them to come on. We've got a dynamic show today, as always. Glad to have you.
All right, and we've got some quick hellos to Kim
There we
Batiste,
go.
who's always here for us.
Oh, yes, and
Ron
tell us,
Ledford from Detroit.
follow Ron's lead. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you are.
Ron says, "Congrats on your new show," and we'll
Oh,
again
thank you.
you'll hear more about that, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Kim Batiste, I like your song. Ron
Yeah.
is already telling Bobby to come watch, so there's more people coming. I know there's some kind of
Aw.
basketball game on tonight, but we don't care. We got
That
something
doesn't matter.
right here,
Right.
right here.
Aw.
We always have a global audience, and so
Yes.
we're so glad people are tuning in from everywhere. That's not all of them, so they'll continue.
Yeah, you know, what the biggest thing that's changed since we last saw you is that we are on Soul TV, which has over 2 million subscribers all over the world, and we got people that will be tuning in from all over the country and from Europe and Africa,
South Africa, yeah.
and
That's
all over the place.
beautiful.
So your message is getting out to
you.
everybody.
That's
Everybody.
great. We're
All right, so
so
tell us.
honored and so proud of you guys.
Yeah.
for
Well, thank you.
all
I know
the
that you stay in
good
touch.
that you put in the world.
You're watching.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
I tune in. I be trying to tune in from time to time.
Yeah, we see you occasionally, and we appreciate you.
Y'all be
And
having me cracking up, and I'll be having a good old time. So thank you.
That we
Thank you
do.
for y'all.
That we do.
Yeah.
We be seeing you on live too, though, on Instagram Live. On
That's
live
true.
tonight.
Right. Exactly.
That
All right,
is
now
true.
let's talk about your new project. So this has been a while in the making. It's called what's the name of the project itself?
Well, we actually haven't put a stamp on the title of the whole project. But you know, we've been releasing a song for the last since 2020, since the pandemic, starting with question mark, is that enough? And then we released Beautiful Girl, no, Sleeping with a Rock Star.
Yeah.
And then we did Beautiful Girl, and No Toe is our current single. And that little snippet that you played earlier, that's going to be our next single for the summer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
that's perfect.
We're really excited about that one. We're hoping to have Kev Darkside send you a little bit more of the snippet, but he's still mixing it and stuff like that. So I'm glad you were able to play a little bit of it. But we will be performing it on Friday.
Yeah.
We got a little bit more. CJ, you got a little bit more of that one? The one that
Is that No
what you got?
Talk?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, No
I think I
Toe.
do have
That's
No
the current
Talk.
single.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's play a little bit
Yeah,
more
you
of
got
that one.
open you up and turn around. I see just what you see in me. I begin to read your thoughts and mine. I feel the passion flowing through your body, crossing into mine. Through your eyes I see the fantasy. You'll be more inside your mind. Close your eyes and you will find this ain't no ordinary type of love.
So NOTOL stands for no ordinary type of love. Is that right?
Yes.
That's right.
Okay,
Yes.
who wrote that? Did you guys write that?
Yes, we did. We
Okay,
wrote
well, tell
that with
Dark
Dark Side, with Kevin Darkside Smith. He is our third
Third member. He's the
third member.
of
Yeah,
the
yeah. It was he created the concept, and we started the group with him, and we started writing many years ago. And one thing we did when we were off the road, we would come home and write in the studio and put things down, ideas and stuff. So that's something that we were very happy that we write a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, I came up with that little number.
Love it.
How's
Good
Dark
vibe.
Side? How's Dark Side to work with in the studio?
Wow, you want to
He's
go first?
He is a perfectionist for one.
I'd be like,
But he, and he's really good at what he does. And
Yeah.
not because that's your husband and my brother. He's, we trust what his opinion, and he knows us. He knows our voices, and and he knows what we can do. Sometimes better than we know.
yeah, he pushes us totally out of the comfort zone.
Yes, for sure.
And
but he's great to work with.
Yeah.
He really is.
yeah.
Does
And
he?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you talk. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, as my husband, it's that dynamic getting in the studio. At one point, there was this wall between us, and then that wall became a window. So I had to act like a professional.
Not like.
I'm like, dude,
Yes.
He can see you now.
Right.
Mm.
No big eye rolls. No.
No. I do give the side eye from time to time.
Oh,
But
that's
I
side
know
eye.
that it's with love that he's one of those producers who pushes you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it's like to try the idea, to not be comfortable and just
Yes.
doing what you normally do.
Yes.
And so I love that. I actually love working with him. He's a really amazing songwriter, producer, and we get a lot done.
And husband.
And husband. Oh,
And father.
first and foremost.
Well, that's not on the record, Jerry.
I couldn't do all this stuff with and travel and do all the things that I do if we weren't didn't have such a great partnership.
Absolutely.
He helped raise these teenagers that are now graduating, getting ready to go to college for the last
Wait,
almost 12 years.
you're about to be an empty nester.
So lucky.
Yes, and
so much envy. So much
holding it
envy.
down. Yeah, holding it down different. So it's he's great. He's amazing. It's really fun.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Yeah, I was looking at following you on Instagram as well, and finding out that your children run track. And
yes.
They were down at Arcadia. That's one of the most beloved track meets. It's a serious track meet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
My girl did really well. She ran the 200 and she placed, and we're just so thrilled. And my son has had some injuries, so he really couldn't compete so much. He's getting back there, so hopefully he'll catch a few meets. He's better now, but his Achilles was
Ooh,
so he had to sit out a while.
Praying for his healing. I know how that is. Yeah, for sure.
I heard what you said, healing. I heard that. You're not funny.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Heal Achilles. Got it. Bam. And the bars just fall out of my mouth. I don't even.
And since we're talking track, I also like to mention that your husband is the son of Tommy Smith from the '68 Olympics.
Yes.
So good to know that your kids can run track and they get that gene. So
got it natural.
Yeah.
Are you a
Yes.
runner too? Do you have to run too?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I run to the microphone.
That's
There
right.
you go. There you go.
I know that's right.
Oh, man. Yeah.
All right, CJ Flash, you got some more of the music that you can play for us.
I
Tell these
know.
people what they're going to see at the Lost Church on Friday, April the 12th at 8:15. Tickets available at thelostchurch.org. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Some days I struggle to find what I'm looking for, and the star is far away in the universe. I was born to be so alive with me. I wanna go back to the place I've never been, to the place I long to live. I wanna find my way back home, to where I see myself and someone else. I'm coming home to someone I just met, and I'm waking up with someone I don't know. I'm sleeping with the rock star tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I'm living the time of my life.
That's Sleeping with a Rock Star. I remember that one.
Mm.
It's
Me
got a great
too.
video too. Great video. right?
You say what?
That's a great. I
Message.
remember. Oh, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. No, I didn't mean it like I might. She's right up there.
Yeah,
You can hear everything we're saying, you know.
that song is very interesting. We came home, we rocked, and Kev came up with that concept, and it's definitely about you. You are the rock star. You are the living rock star. You are the one that you go home to at night. And so it's about that aspect of loving yourself and showing up for yourself and embracing who you are, being comfortable in your skin. So that song is got a little double entendre going on there.
I love it.
But yeah, it's one of those we do a lot of songs like that, where they tell come from a different perspective, telling a couple of different stories, but yeah, that's what Rockstar is about. And the video is you can see it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I love the video.
Cool.
Yeah,
The picture that you featured with us on the horses. Oh yeah, that was a day. That was a day.
Yeah.
Fun day.
Fun day. And
Okay, can you ride, or is that just for the photos?
listen, let me tell you about that.
Listen.
Hold on, wait. Listen.
Yeah, Lisa.
Renee
Moncada
McElroy directed the video, and she told us, what was going to happen. And so Miss Jermaine over here, she gets on her horse so gracefully, elegantly, and riding around, trotting on this thing. So I thought that I was going to be standing and walking along with my horse because I was not getting on that horse. And then she said, "Oh, well, Kevin, tell Sakai just to get on the horse, just to ride up to where the location is." Yeah. You see what I'm looking like on that picture?
I think you look good. You're like, I'm not looking at the camera. Not looking at the camera.
I'm scared. She was so nervous.
You are choking the horse. The poor reins are pulling the horse's neck.
Oh God! But it was so fun. It was a great day. But I actually think Nikita, she can probably ride with probably a couple of lessons because she was just trotting around.
Horses. I always used to ride a horse. And so the guy who was holding the rope, he did let go when we was coming down the hill. So I guess I could technically say I knew how to ride a horse.
Bam.
Right?
Take
I
it.
wanted to gallop.
Take it. Take that. You got
Put
it.
it on your resume. Yeah, Jerry.
Let's stay away from that.
Did I use it wrong again? Oh yeah.
Cancel.
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. No.
We're not doing anything that revolves around who.
That's right.
Okay. Got it.
Right.
Trying to get us all canceled. We all gonna be horses in a minute.
Right. My bad. I'm sorry, everybody. Hey, so when you guys write songs, who decides who's going to sing this verse as opposed to that verse, or do you write for each other? Do you write for yourself, or when you guys are writing the songs, what's your whole thought process?
We both write for ourselves and for each other. So when we come up with a song, it's a trip because sometimes we kind of sound alike sometimes. So it depends on the feel and because sometimes I have to ask Sakai, is that you singing or is that me? On the song.
Yeah.
Because I can't
really.
tell.
Okay.
When we write a song, sometimes if Sakai writes a song, she may start it off, or she'll say, you take that verse, because I think it's how we personally feel about that. But those lyrics, what touches us the most, like the song ? Is that enough? There was a line, the second half of that verse. I just felt that line. I wanted to sing it, so I wanted her to start it off. That's why that came about.
It's just kind of. I think a lot of it just happens organically. Yeah. When we get in the studio, we see who fits where, putting the puzzle together, and so we just kind of like figure it out. Yeah. We'll write it, and then we'll get down in the studio and we'll start working on it. I might start the song. I was like, I think you might start this and let me do. The pre-chorus, or whatever.
Right.
She may sound better on a pre-chorus because she has a very strong voice and a high voice, and she got a nice bottom. Her bottom voice is like
you got a nice bottom, Sakai. Oh, that's his sisterhood.
And then the dark side, sometimes he'll say, "I want you to sing this. This is what I want you to sing," because he knows our voices, like I said before, so he'll know what we might sound better singing.
Yeah.
We just kind of work it out.
Now, let me ask you this: do you ever write hearing the other person's voice?
Yes.
Good question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
we do.
and are you flexible in the booth, or do you just know?
We're very flexible.
I think you have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that's where your friendship kicks in, because you're not arguing about that. You did kind of like a Jedi mind trick on that one line you wanted to do, Nikita, but other than that, and she's just now finding out that's why she sang that line. She's like,
oh, I didn't even know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, girl, you sound so good at that beginning. You just go ahead and do that part. Right.
I get to sing my favorite part.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch out.
Oh no!
This message here is from Larry Batiste, one of our favorites here, and he said the video to the rock star was directed by Renee, Tommy McElroy's wife. It's amazing. Larry Batiste is amazing. This guy here knows any and everybody.
Renee is amazing as well.
Yes. Renee, oh my God.
Is one of the most visionary directors you could ever come across. Seriously, she's amazing.
Totally agree.
Do you remember the
wait
show?
to do another one with her.
Yeah. Do you remember the show Backstage Pass?
Yes.
Yeah,
that was Renee. They broke
Amazing.
a lot of barriers. What they did on their, it started off as a local show, but was getting national acclaim, worldwide acclaim actually. She and Marcel, they put a lot of good work together, and because everybody tours the Bay, so they were able to just really just touch a lot of national artists. And if the internet was vibrant then, they would have been superstars.
Yeah,
you're right.
Such a natural, such a just it's just like effortless.
Yeah.
So you can see why she's so amazing as
easy
a director.
to work, easy to work with. She's she wants you. She likes your input as well. So that's so I like about it.
And most importantly, she's good people.
Yes.
She is. She
Just
really
beautiful.
is.
Good human.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're very happy to have her husband and Denny Foster on the show for 2 episodes. They did a part 1, part 2, and those guys don't ever do no interviews, so we're very happy to have them. Had a good time with those guys.
Nice.
And you're watching IRTS Live. It's Tuesday, so that means we're on. We have 2 sets of interviews tonight. First up, you're talking to the ladies from La Femme Fatale. That's Sakai and Akita. Once again, they are going to be at the Lost Church in San Francisco this Friday, April the 12th at 8:15. Tickets are available at lostchurch.org. You're going to hear some of the music that we're playing now, and probably hear the song that CJ's about to play right now, too. Go ahead, Flash.
Don't get it. Don't get it twisted. Beautiful girl, unique in this world. Beautiful girl, unique, and there's nobody like me. Beautiful girl, unique in this world. I'm a beautiful girl, unique, and there's nobody like me. I'm a black girl, and I'm a soldier. Don't get it. Still a man's world. Mr. Brown, I think we heard you. Oh. Don't get it twisted from these knots in my hair. This shake his lips, his beauty beyond compare. I won't define my body from a magazine. Sisters, raise your hands up, you're a beautiful queen. A beautiful girl, unique in this world.
Why does it sound like there's like 5 of you singing?
Well, you know,
Tricks
this
of the
is a
trade.
really, really special song because one, Bay Area's own Martin Luther.
Yeah.
That voice that you heard coming in on it.
Mhm.
Still a Man's World. That's all Marty all day.
Okay.
And then we had a tremendous time working with female musicians on this track. Cindy Blackman Santana played drums. She came through and all that in the beginning. That's all her. We had Chip, and we had Angeline Saris, Sandra Manning. I think I'm not sure if Victoria played on this, but Sandra did. And drums. Oh yeah. Cindy played drums. So it was incredible. It was we just love this song so much. So, and this was a song we wanted you to be on, Ryan, but you were just had your baby.
Oh yeah, I'd have been like, Anna. See, I'd have been rapping about my C-section. We don't want to do that. You don't want to. That's all I could think of at the time.
But it was so fun. Yeah, this is a fun one. So
that's a rock star. Please, if you do a remix or anything like that, I'm available now.
Oh,
they haven't called you since.
I know. They're like, we called her and she was still on drugs. We couldn't talk to her. She was on the meds.
Yeah, she was on the meds. We're not gonna call her anymore.
Okay, that's gonna be incredible. We're gonna make that happen.
Yes,
Ryan.
please. Yes,
well, they're still working on things. They're still working on it.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, so Ryan, you got a chance to bring your drugs and go on and get behind the mic.
Now, did you two write that song?
Yes. So that song started. I actually had gone to Marty's show. He was at Yoshi's and he did that soul rock concert.
Yeah.
So I left that show and I started writing that song. It was just like, oh man, love this. And so I got home and I was sharing it with Kevin. And so we started, I don't know, a day or so later, we started putting it down and the ideas and stuff. And so I was going to use it for my album, but it was meant for La Femme Fatale. So that's how it ended up. So this obviously this has been in the, kind of shelved for a few years because I started writing it a while ago, and it was a popular song that I would perform at my shows. And so then when Nikita and I got together for La Femme Fatale, it was just like no brainer.
Yes.
To do it together. So she came in, laid her tracks down, and I'm just like so happy. Yeah, but
good.
So sometimes she brings in songs, Kevin will bring in songs, or I'll bring in a song idea, and then we just kind of go with it.
Now, I just want to say, now, Kevin Darkside Smith, now, this is the same Darkside that mixed down Lucy Pearl?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
Different dark side. This is darker side.
Yeah. Think of
there's layers.
Batman, the dark side of
There's
Batman.
levels to this darkness, man. Come on now.
Batcave. That's what we call it. The Batcave.
The other day, did y'all hear the music
Batcave.
yesterday from Eclipse Side yesterday?
No.
The darkest side,
That must have
Eclipse
been
Side.
amazing.
The darkest side.
Why am I sitting up watching the Eclipse coverage on TV for some reason and covering my eyes when it came on? I don't know what I was doing.
That's funny. That's funny.
They said don't look at the sun.
Yeah, it was kind of weird though the way they described that all the animals would stop moving and all. I probably like to experience that once in my life to see what that's like.
Well, 20 years.
When
You got
my mom lived, she said it went completely dark there.
Wow.
In Little Rock.
Okay.
It went
Little Rock,
completely-
yeah. Little Rock was a good vantage point.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they said like the animals were freaking out because they didn't know what's going on, and so they would freeze or just that must be a real strange occurrence.
Yeah.
there, so.
Mhm.
No doubt.
So wow, incredible.
Yeah.
crazy. Animals
Wonder.
knew. The animals
Wonder.
knew.
Hell yeah.
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 Mama Bird told me about it. And you're watching IRTS Live. We've got Sakai Smith and Nikita Germain Houston with us. They are La Femme Fatale. They are going to be at the Lost Church this Friday, April the 12th in San Francisco, 8:15. Get your tickets at lostchurch.org. CJ Flash, give us some more of that music that's going to encourage people to go out and buy them tickets like right as soon as this interview is over. Go.
If I think what I know now, I might have saved my heart, but it was so easy to fall in love. You failed mistrusting me. Still you want me to believe that you love me, but she's still in your life. What am I supposed to do? She's still in your life. What am I supposed to say? Baby, I'm crazy. What am I supposed to do? She's still baby, I'm still loving you.
Okay. Now, who's that singing lead there? Who's that? Which one of you two? That was you. Okay.
That was Nikita. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nikita right there.
And what's the name of that one?
What am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do? Tell us about that song.
Oh wow! Let's see. When we wrote that song, I think it was in another country when we wrote this song, and we,
Situationship.
It's a spot. Yeah, that's the
Yes.
best way to describe it.
Situationship.
That damn situationship.
Entanglements. Yes.
Every other show, somebody talking about a situationship.
Is that right? What show you on?
Do we have a lava rock entanglement?
Oh, we did have a lava rock.
Yes,
You're
we
right.
did.
You're so right
Yes,
about
we
it.
did. Yes, we did. What does this sound like to you guys?
Sound like you're hitting the glass with a scissor.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
That's the great Jesse Johnson on our show a couple of weeks ago.
Lava rock.
Oh,
He said he was planting something during the interview. So Jess, can you hold on? Just time out.
Yeah.
Great fun. If you guys get a chance to go back and check that out with Jesse Johnson, and then we got to see him a couple nights ago. He's amazing.
I saw your post.
Oh,
it
it's
was
amazing.
like you were having fun.
Oh my goodness! It was like
Okay. Yeah.
2.5 hours inside the head of Jesse Johnson. It's more than I could stand, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious and great music. They had to pull him off the stage. He wouldn't stop.
So, ladies, I got a quick question. Speaking of stage, when you guys do shows, do you do it with live bands mostly? Do you do how do you normally configure your show?
Well, you want to answer that too?
Sure. So, we've been doing shows with Train for the last almost 12 years. So, as we have put out new music, we were doing our Zoom releases. People were coming through, and we share videos and stuff like that. So this is actually our first show, live show. So it will be a combination of music tracks, and we'll have a surprise for you, some live entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is for us right now. This is the way to go.
All right. I love it.
And we are looking forward to having a full band in the future, but right now we're gonna rock it like we rock it.
Well, the music sounds so dynamic. I mean, it clearly is recorded with real instrumentation. It sounds amazing.
Oh, yes.
Also, y'all buried the lead. I didn't know this was like your first live show in a while, so this is gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be such a beautiful and the theater is very intimate.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it would really be nice if you guys spread the word for us.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now. We're doing that now. So it's on Columbus, right? So
Yes,
which end of Columbus is that? Is that down by Bimbo's on that end?
It's near Bimbo's.
Okay.
It's on the North Beach end of Columbus.
North Beach. Okay.
988 Columbus. That pops in my brain right now. 988.
Yeah, because I think Bimbo's is like 9:15. That pops in my brain for some reason. So it is pretty close. Yeah. So there is parking around there, and it's all good.
For all of you who aren't local, who are watching the show, he's not visiting actual Bimbos. That's a venue.
Oh, that's in the venue.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
915 bimbos popped in.
Right. Exactly.
That Jerry's a player.
Right.
Well, the shirt was a giveaway.
You know what? I've been waiting on that, but
our hosts like that. Why y'all be talking about?
Go on and defend him.
Thank you,
Go on and
thank you,
defend him.
Sakai. Thank you, Sakai.
That's
Thank
why
you,
you.
Sakai.
That's why you guys are right next to each other, so you can co-sign for each other.
Thank you, Sakai. They're elbowing each other underneath the table or something. I don't know.
I do have a. While you're in the midst of you campaigning for Jerry, I do have a question for you two. Do either of you two play instruments, and if so, what do you play?
Good question.
Well, I might have a little surprise for you if you come.
Oh,
okay. There we go.
I have a little surprise for you.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Little jazz
normally
kazoo in the mix.
I normally
Jazz kazoo.
I used to say that I play to write, but I said I have to get rid of that conversation with myself so I can step out of my comfort zone.
Yes, I
and
love
so
that.
I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone, y'all. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna play one of our originals.
All right. I love it. And more hooks.
I don't play an instrument. This is my only instrument right here.
There you go.
Yes.
Beautiful instrument.
Quite
It is.
sufficient.
Tight.
You see,
Yeah.
see the subtle? Right here.
Right.
So this, and the reason why I'm playing in this show, because this one right here is like, girl, you can do it.
I know
You
that.
can do this. You
Wow.
can do this. You can do it.
She sounds great.
So
Really.
I know
so
it.
it'll be fun. It's fun. It'll be my debut, you guys.
There you go.
Yeah.
She
Was it-
fucking you up like Gail and Oprah. Going, you can do this, girl.
Right.
You can do it. Jesse,
Well,
you
since you
can.
coded this much, it's my job has
Washington.
got to be to at least ask what it is that you play.
No, you
Oh.
can't. This is
So
no.
it'd be
surprise.
She told us this much.
I'm playing one
Surprise.
of our originals on the piano.
Okay.
Oh,
All
okay.
Ah.
Okay.
I'm the
I
host.
was-
I got to ask I got to ask the tough questions.
I was really hoping for the jazz kazoo.
Oh,
but
Yeah.
I'll settle. I'll
You know
settle
me.
for the piano.
okay.
You know me. I'm always thinking it's the squeaker. I want the squeaker.
Right.
That I don't play. I'm gonna retract what I said about not playing an instrument. I can play the tambourine. I can
There you go.
You know what? And look, and
That's Sherry's instrument. It's a
that's a
tambourine.
big thing because everybody can't play.
No.
There are some people out there who think they can play
this is true.
tambourine that can't play tambourine.
It's very
So,
true.
Yes.
Mhm.
So,
I went and saw.
You sit there and watch them. You're like, what song are they listening to?
Mhm.
I went and saw Jesse Johnson at Yoshi's on for the Sunday show, and it was some
Yeah.
guy in the audience playing the tambourine
Mhm.
Good.
along with the band.
Was he
Oh, wow.
playing
Like,
it though?
Okay, all right, he was he was doing his
Well,
little
that's got to be some kind of no for live shows. You don't bring your own instruments.
thing. He brought it.
Not with
Well,
Prince fans.
Some bands do. Some bands you bring, like Charlie Wilson, you can bring a tambourine, you bring a whistle. Bring a whistle. This ain't cool again. You bring a whistle, right? some bands you actually it's very participatory, and they over the years
Awesome.
they have people bring their own instruments to some of the bands. Some of the
Well,
shows.
I'm bringing my
You guys,
jazz.
really,
kazoo.
you guys really think that's awesome? I think that's kind of annoying.
No,
You know,
I don't. I don't.
No.
I think it's kind of annoying.
No, but it's sort of like it's a shared experience for certain people.
For them. They're sharing, and then now we all have to be a part of this.
No. Because if you think about it,
tambourine pumping.
actually, because Prince would sell tambourines at his show.
Well, I got
And then-
one. I got one upstairs. Yeah.
There you
See?
go.
And they would and MPG, they would actually bring the tambourines to the show, and there'd be a certain part of the show where they would interact. They weren't doing it the whole night like your boy on Sunday night, but
Yeah.
there's certain parts of the show. It's
Thank you,
not
Faye.
totally interactive like Rocky Horror Picture Show, but
Yeah.
certain things,
That's what I'm thinking. Like, why is this guy? Who is this? That was good for like the
Right.
first song and stuff, but he gonna do this all night?
Slow jams, just
Everything.
but there's also
right, Nikita.
Somebody didn't get the memo. Somebody didn't get the memo. I guess.
Right. Right.
I hear there's an expose. There's a 30 for 30 bimbos with tambourines. It's gonna come out of the show.
915 of them.
915 bimbos with tambourines. It's a 30 for 30.
Well, we'll put out the word right now. Don't bring your own instrument to Les Femmes House show.
Yeah, let them entertain you.
Yes.
Because they know what they're doing. They're on the stage for a reason, you know.
Jerry's such a curmudgeon. He doesn't want
I didn't
anybody-
know. I just you tell the truth. If somebody you see you're up on stage playing your music, I'm sitting out in the audience with it's a oh.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do that.
Okay, so what about this?
Over there,
ladies,
over
let me
there.
ask you this.
Get on the lawn. Get on the
Let me ask
lawn.
you this, ladies. When you're on,
Uh-oh.
Oh, now we
I
got
retract
people.
everything I said. I love it when people bring tambourines.
Sherry said, "What you got against Tambourine?"
You go ahead and bring it. I'm gonna, huh? All right.
She's number one.
She just deboed the whole show. She
Sure did.
You got on my tambourine, homie.
Right.
All right. Well,
So, ladies,
okay.
I do have to ask you a question about performing. How do you feel about, because we all have been in shows where people who are singing along with the songs. Singing along. Do you like it when people sing along with the songs?
I don't mind sometimes, but there's certain songs you want people to just sit there and embrace, hear the lyrics, and just just embrace what they're hearing. But sometimes I may ask you if you know the song, which I may do on Friday. Sing along. If you know it, you better sing along with us. It depends on the song for me.
I hear that.
And do you enjoy the staging, the live performance, or do you most enjoy being in the studio and creating?
Live.
I
love performing.
I do too. I think it's because they're so different. I have a passion and love for both. They're so different. It's such a different artistry, going to the studio, laying stuff down and bring something to life, and then you get to perform it. It's just such a connection with people and all those things are so different than being in a studio. But I love recording as well. But it's nothing like performing live and
with a live band. I really love performing with a live band.
No doubt.
You can improvise. You can improvise. You can break it down.
No, so is this show on Friday going to turn into a tour, a small tour? Are you going to do some other venues?
That's what
we hope. That's our prayer.
All right. So shall it be.
Yeah.
Come on, Jerry. Dominus ominous.
Yes.
That's it.
Down there in the universe.
From here
Okay.
here to Fresno, we're gonna have you working in every little town between here and Fresno.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go.
We shall work.
Jerry didn't say
no.
And beyond.
Yeah, and beyond. There we go.
And beyond.
We got to expand your ominous to dominus.
Dominating, not just the San Joaquin Valley, but the entire.
Ominous. You got the ominous minimus. It's ominous dominus.
Good point. Good point. That's my bad. Again, that's my bad. That's my bad. You're right, Russ.
Thank you. We have passports. We have passports.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. All right.
You do need a passport to get to Fresno, though.
You need a passport for Atwater, Russ. Only Atwater. Yeah.
Atwater, you need a work visa.
They need a passport to get out. To get out.
Yeah.
All right, look, Flash. Have you got one more for us? Right. Let's do one more song. Let me say this one more time. Wow. These ladies that we've been watching for the last 45 minutes or so are La Femme Fatale. They're going to be at the Lost Church in San Francisco this Friday, April the 12th. Show starts at 8:15. Tickets are available at thelostchurch.org. We've heard tonight that this is their first time performing songs from this new album that they've got coming out. You've heard the exclusive. There's going to be some playing and there's going to be some singing, but not by you unless they tell you to. Tambourines are optional. We're still not clear on how they feel about that. Okay, one is no and one's okay. All right, so, but as you can tell, we've heard some great music. They got a great spirit. This is going to be a lot of fun. CJ Flash, give us one more.
This is a curveball.
Oh, let's do it.
I like that.
Hey,
I like that. I like that.
You went way back.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
That's a bop. That's a bop for real.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna let CJ talk about that curveball. He likes to do that. What's that curveball?
Now, that
about?
was from your second album. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
That
it
was a
was.
song
That
called
was the
I
one
Like.
that was. Yeah, they were playing that all over across the nation. It
Mhm.
was really fun. That was a great time. Thank you for letting me reminisce. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got a question from Kelly Armstrong in the chat. And by the way, Zoe Ellis is watching. She says hello.
Hey, Zoe. Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
Diana Cogman. This is from Kelly Armstrong. She likes to know, how do you prepare for live performance? You take a nap before performing.
A nap.
I haven't had one of them in a long time.
What's a nap?
Yeah, wow.
Well, I try to make that day, the day of performance. I try to have a stress-free day, which every day is pretty much stress-free. I try to,
Hey,
but just
man.
I have nothing else to do but focus on that day,
Yes.
and get my clothes ready. Give myself enough time to do my makeup. So I just want to try to stay chill all day.
Yes. Yes.
So showtime. Do my exercise, breathing exercises and vocal exercises, and just wait for that time, to hit that stage.
This girl right here, when we go out on tour, she packed 2 weeks before. I'm packing generally. I'm packing the night before. Okay. And my husband is always just like shaking his head. Like, Nikita's packed.
She like,
Ryan got props. She's at the theater with them props. Look at you.
I am.
I have like generally my energy is like I'm on that level of that adrenaline going,
Yeah.
And I know, like, just in the past doing live shows all across the bay at Yoshi's and all the other club, I can't think of the name of it, I used to perform at a lot. I had folks help me. Mainly, I didn't really know how much work Kevin was doing. He was doing a lot of that stuff so that I could relax, but I'm following him around. You got this done? He's like, girl.
He probably said, girl, go take a nap.
Right.
He wants you to.
He's like, girl, would you just chill? That kind of thing. So I try not to be that way, but I just want to make sure things are, in order and that kind of stuff. But I'm trying. I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah. Like for the show we doing Friday.
Yeah.
We started yesterday, just getting we knew what we was gonna wear. We know what we was gonna wear, but we just got it together. I got my tote bag ready with everything's in place. All I gotta do is grab it.
You are. You are ready.
Now ask me.
Kai, where's your tote bag? Where's your tote bag?
I'll have it ready on Thursday. I'll be ready.
I'm gonna put it in a Safeway bag. It'll be fine.
How about this? Do you even know what you're gonna wear yet?
Oh yes.
Okay. Well, that's good.
We did all that stuff, but she's literally neatly packed up.
But you know what?
We'll see Sakai in the Toll
My
Plaza.
family laugh at me because, like, when we get ready to go on tour, I would pack literally 2 weeks before. But then they'll say, how many times did you go in that bag and change something? Because I would go in it several times. Like, oh no, maybe that's too much, and then I switch it out.
I need this. I'm gonna need this spatula real quick.
But the majority of the bag is packed.
Well, one last follow-up from Kelly on that. She says that naps are essential. Try it. It's real chill. Prince was known for napping.
You know what I think? I think Kevin paid Kelly to tell you to take a nap. That's what I think.
Oh, I had not thought of that.
Really pushing this nap campaign. I see what's happening.
Yes, yeah. Okay, all right.
I can relax. If I'm just sitting, even if I'm just sitting, on my couch looking at television, just that kind of chilling, doing nothing. And that's as much rest I'm gonna get as far as close to a nap I'm gonna get.
Okay, so now I'm gonna ask so I can get to know you a little bit better. What are you watching on television right now? What's your
when I watch something I binge. So I watched see, now you asked me, now I went blank.
So you have something in common with CJ. CJ CJ will just he won't watch anything until it's all available to binge.
Yep.
And then you could he'll go dark for 16 hours because he's binging the Brady Bunch Revenge or something, you know.
Brady Bunch.
Brady.
I like.
Did you say the Brady Bunch Revenge?
Have you seen Gilded Age?
Oh yeah, the Gilded Age.
Gilded Age.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was season 1 and 2. Loved it.
Okay.
I saw all the Bridgertons, all of them.
I'm picking up on a vibe.
How many?
Did you watch Queen Charlotte?
I'm getting this whole. You're
Yeah, so
going
you
back.
get this. This is where
There you
this
go.
came
Right.
from.
Yeah.
That's how she learned to ride a horse. She had to
Yeah.
watch Bridgerton.
That storytelling
Oh,
thing we were doing that.
I like
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time.
Ooh.
Storybrooke. You know,
Oh, yeah.
This girl
Yep,
had me
yep.
binging on that. I
Yep.
was like, okay, and this is around the time we were about to do that video. No association though.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, girl.
Ah. Yeah.
I like
Wow.
Vampire Diary.
No,
the originals.
Look,
I've watched that like 3 different times. The whole series. I mean, the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
you
So
can find me on
I know you
Netflix
now.
watching rom-com.
And I love stories, of course. Love stories.
That's
And
me.
you're watching a rom-com,
Yeah.
Me too.
or what's that?
Kinda
What's
what
that?
I like.
That reality show, 30-Minute Packer?
Oh no, not so much that stuff. I used
Pretty
to, and then after a season or so, you like, okay, now they done broke up. I done invested all my time in this couple. I'm done. I got things to do.
They broke up at a reunion. I know what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I just want you guys to know that we've had a great time with you. We got another guest backstage for us here. So once again, I'm going to tell everybody, this Friday, April the 12th, at the Lost Church in San Francisco, 8:15 show. I see there's an intermission. Maybe there's a costume change. I don't know. It depends on if Sky gets her bag together or not.
That's when the horses come.
I was gonna say the horse is gonna come in for that one.
The horses come in.
Okay. Well, it's a surprise. It's another surprise. But check them out. Get your tickets at thelostchurch.org. Thank you for coming on the second time. You're a two-timer on IRTS Live. We really
Don't
appreciate
miss
it.
it. Sakai is playing piano on horseback. Don't miss it.
Okay.
Hey,
Nice
we coming
work.
through. We come. Hey,
Do what you do, sis. Whatever it takes.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful job. Thank
you
y'all.
guys.
Okay, we'll be back in about a minute and 10 seconds with Ms. Monet. Thanks, ladies.
Have
Check this out.
fun, Monet.
Hello, I am Dee Johnson of the Linda Ann Foundation.
We are celebrating our 25th anniversary of giving out educational supply kits to students in Oakland, Alameda County. Join us on May 9th at the Scottish Rite Center in Oakland, right across from the beautiful Lake Merritt, for an epic event. It will be hosted by Bay Area icons Dave Clark and Roberta Gonzalez, with performances from Kev Choice and Dwayne Wiggins. You can help by becoming a sponsor, buying a ticket, or just making a donation. Doing so will bring joy to so many students and their parents. Our goal is to provide 10,000 supply kits to students this year so they are prepared. On behalf of all of us at Linda Hand Foundation, we sincerely thank you. LindaHandFoundation.org. Have a great day.
Miss Monet is another Bay Area native claiming Pittsburgh. She lives in, because I live in Bay Point myself. I just found that out. This gifted singer, songwriter has worked with Raphael Sadiq, Will Downing, Michael McDonald, and Phil Spector, and a whole lot more. If you're a viewer of The Voice, you recognize her as part of the Reba McEntire's team, and she's made as one of the four. And she made history as one of the 4 first ever super saves. We'll find out what that's about too. Her single Celebrate is available now on all major streaming platforms. We'll be talking about that and a whole lot more when we bring in Miss Monet.
Woo!
How we doing?
Hey, y'all.
What up?
What up?
What happened?
Was that?
some people from home for like
Yeah.
this is Baytown, bitch. Okay.
You don't pop your collar one time.
You don't pop your collar on us?
I don't get to pop my collar on this show very often. I love that.
I'll be like, I'm the diva, but I'm a B Monet.
Okay. Well, I mean, your name is Ms. Monet. I mean, they can't get much more. You better recognize than that, right?
All right.
Recognize.
So you live in Vegas now, but you got Pittsburgh roots.
I live in Vegas. I was raised in Oakland and Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So both cities raised me equally. But I living in Vegas by the way of LA. So I've kind of been all over California, northern and southern, representing as best as I can.
Well, I'm just getting to know you, but I know you know Ryan Nicole, and you know CJ Flash, and you know Big Russ, and I don't know if you know D Minor or me, but I've been reading about you and learning about you the last week and a half, and it's been great. So I'm very proud of you and happy for what you've been doing.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here amongst, like I said, some family. So this is great.
Oh yeah.
Same. How's Vegas treating you?
Vegas is Vegas.
Okay.
Vegas is Vegas. You know what? Honestly, Vegas is turning into, I call it Oakland, Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay.
More people from the Bay here. And I moved from the Bay. I'm from Oakland. I'm like,
you're so right.
So it's Oakland, Nevada. It's slowly they got a football team, a baseball team, or what else?
Yeah.
Yeah. A train station coming in, it's gonna be BART.
Next time.
All right about it.
Vegas.
So how long did it take you to adjust to that heat though? Tell me the truth. Tell the truth. And don't give me that. Don't give me that. We just stay indoors and got an air conditioning car. No, don't give me that. Guess what all them Vegas people say.
I mean, it took a minute to figure it out. Like, pick your battle and everything. It's like when you wake up in the morning and you're looking at the temperature and it's like 7:30 in the morning, it's already 85 degrees. You're like, this ain't the day today.
Yeah.
You just kind of pick your battle and you go through it. It took a minute though. And you never get really get used to it. You just figure out how to maneuver.
Let me ask you a question as a singer. How does the constant air conditioning, how does that affect you at all?
It does. It's crazy because it's like when you go in and I find myself kind of coming in buildings. I'm like, oh, it's air conditioning. So the best thing for me to do is just to kind of stay wrapped up as much as I possibly can, especially if I know I got to sing, and just constantly stay hydrated and drink something warm, especially if it's in a very cool environment.
Right on.
Are you singing in Vegas? You do some clubs and hotels and things like that?
When I first moved here, is like maybe the first year. I was quiet. I didn't want people to even know I existed. I just wanted to live for a minute and everything. And then after COVID, I think I came out. I said, well, I think I'm here. I think people should know who I am. So I kind of came out and I came out in a pretty cool way because there was this new place called Level 1 that was opening up and they were going to start this new thing. And they asked me to be the resident artist to do it. So it was really cool. And we started what was called Soul of Jazz. And I did that consistently. I did eight weeks. Week 1 was like, wow. And then the other 7 weeks were sold out. And people were like, who is Monet? Who is this? So now they figured out who I was. And that ran for pretty much for a year. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. So you were on The Voice. We've had a couple of folks on that connected to The Voice. Judith Hill has been on with us, and she did The Voice. And then Beth, I don't know if you know Beth, she was on The Voice. I don't think she participated. I don't think she was a performer. I'm sorry, she wasn't a participant. She performed songs that. Is that how it was? You guys?
In the house band.
Yeah,
there you go, Beth.
Okay.
And so, so what was it like for you? First of all, how'd you even do it? I remember she was standing along lines. I could feel Miss Monet wasn't standing in no line.
No, no. It's crazy because I normally would not have done a show like that. It totally was like not on my radar at all. But a friend of mine is a scout, a vocal scout, talent scout for the show. And he reached out to me and he was like, if you're into it, I think, I want to submit you for The Voice. And I was like, you what? No, seriously, listen to me. He was like, our friend, Wendy Moulton, and who's one of my mentors and big sister, he's like, what it did for her? And I was like, Yeah. I said, well, let me call Wendy. So I called Wendy. I said, sis, give it to me straight. She gave me like the 100, the whole gamut. And I was like, okay. And I says, well, what did it? First thing she said to me, she's, I'll tell you what it did do. It put more zeros behind my name. I was like,
there you go.
That's all I need to hear.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Sign me up. So what you do? Right.
So, voice. Okay.
Go ahead and submit me. And yeah, and that's pretty much, and it was still a process and everything. Cause I was like, okay, whatever. But then they called me. It was like, yeah, we want you to come to LA.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And he submitted, like, I want to say he submitted like 10 people, and I was the only one they chose.
Wow.
Oh, salute.
Yeah.
Now,
outstanding.
Now, besides getting those couple of zeros, behind, your paycheck and everything behind the bag, but what would you say was some of the process of that you pretty much learned from The Voice compared to what you would get from, working with the likes of a lot of the artists that you had worked with prior to?
Yeah. What it was, how can I explain it? From normal, just me normally going through stuff and everything, it's understanding patience and process and everything, because it is entertainment. It's a television show. And so because of that, you gotta, and I went in knowing that. So when things, you have cameras here and this, and then when they want you to do something over and over and over again, your mindset is already tuned in to say, okay, I know this is how this works.
Right.
Especially when we were doing our blinds, because we were pretty much under it, in a bubble, called it the Voice bubble, because I couldn't leave, parents couldn't come, couldn't have no visitors, and I had a curfew, had to call every night and say I'm in the room. I'm like,
wow, really?
I'm 112 years old. What am but it was just but understanding those processes and knowing why they were doing it for reasons that they did, because it is such a tight-knit and tight produced show. They don't like anything to get leaked and all kinds of stuff. So it's just understanding the patience of the process.
Okay.
So how long are you actually up?
Well,
I guess obviously it depends on how far you get in the show, but from start to end, how many weeks were you there from start to?
I went in June and I came out in October.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
that's a major commitment.
And in the process, I got to come home for like 2 weeks in between that, but then that was it.
Wow.
And then you're there and you're there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of sitting down.
Was it fun?
I know.
Was it fun?
It was fun. I mean, it was a beautiful experience, because what's funny is the first thing they tell you is, you're gonna meet these other people, and it's a competition and blah blah blah. But at the end of it, you're gonna be a family. And you're like, at the beginning, you're like, yeah, you just saying stuff, whatever. But at the end, you really, really do become family with these people. And I mean, we're constantly on all our social medias now. Hey, what you doing? How you doing? Da, da, da. What's going on? How the fam? And you really, really do mesh with people. And it was crazy, because for me, I was the oldest contestant for my season. And I would be at the pool sometimes, just sitting there by myself reading or do something. And then one of the contestants came up, and he and I hung out for a minute. And I told him, I said, look, let me explain something to you. I'm not trying to be away from you, but y'all over there doing TikTok dances and stuff. I'm looking at my stocks right now.
I'm 112. I've got things.
112.
They're over there playing tambourine during the songs and stuff like that. You saw that from before. You know what I'm talking about.
And it was really, because it was crazy. You're in this hotel. Like I said, we can't go anywhere. So we're all like kind of just isolated together. And it was like a band camp. All you hear is, oh, woo, everybody singing and playing. And I'm in my room like this.
Well, they'll save that voice.
I don't want to hear another song again.
If I hear one more, run. Good. It was just constant all day, and they kumbaya and they going in each other's room, and I'm sitting there like, "Wow, you all go to bed,"
Right.
But overall, it was a good time.
That's amazing. Well, nobody else. I mean, you probably become such a tight knit community, because who else gets that experience? You guys having a unique experience. You can't talk to anybody else in the world about those 12-hour days or, you know.
Exactly. And again, you know, many are away from families and spouses and everything, and they can't visit, you know.
Right.
So all we got is each other to look at each other like, what you doing?
What you doing? Right.
We going to breakfast, okay, I'll go to breakfast with you. Okay.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And there were surprises each week when somebody would get eliminated. You guys were like, "Oh my God, did you see?
It
I didn't see
was.
that coming."
It was. It was. I remember in one of our playoffs, and it seemed like because you do tapings, it was like 2 tapings or sometimes maybe 3 tapings during the day, and like so the earlier tapings, and by the time the earlier tapings is going, the second half would be coming in and we're prepping and going through wardrobe and all the stuff, and then you know we had a common thread, everybody, you know, and they were reading like, oh my God, so and so got eliminated. I was like, what? You know, and these are people that were like 4 chair turners and just, you know, and they're like boom, 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 bye. You know?
Wow.
Like what?
Speaking of chair turners, I saw your audition.
Chair turning audition.
And Reba McEntire turned her chair. Gwen Stefani turned her chair. That little dude on the end, I don't know. You said he was from who? From One Direction?
Niles from One Direction, yeah.
Ryan, Russ, you
you
can expect me to know that guy's name.
The little dude on the
You cannot expect me to know. You cannot expect me to know the dude from One Direction's name. You really can't.
Of all time. How do you not know that? You
One
wear
Direction?
boy band clothes all the time.
Stop it, and stop it.
I should have it coming, but I never do. I never do. And then John Legend.
Yes.
Good old
For
John.
whatever reason.
Good old
John Legend didn't.
He was too busy being the sexiest man in the world.
He was waiting for you to hit one of his runs.
You know, it's what's funny is it's like
give me a chair turn.
Right. And what's crazy is prior to audition actual day, you know, we do all these you know, behind the scenes and recordings and exposés and they're videoing and asking me all these questions, and I would do them, and then the producers would say to me like, oh my God, John's gonna love you. Oh my God, John's gonna love you. And I was like, okay. And then one of them, they have these questions where they ask you, you know, if you know all 4 turn for you, who's your first choice, second choice, third choice, you do that, and you kind of rank them. And so I ranked at first when I first went in, I ranked John as my first, Reba as my second, Gwen is third, Niles fourth, and everything. But right before it was time for me to walk out there and sing, I switched it. Of course, in my head, no one else knew I did it. And I switched Reba to my first choice.
Bam.
And John to my second.
Bam.
And I'll tell you why later on. But it was funny because, yeah, when John didn't turn, I was like, okay. Again, at that time, I can't see his reaction. But then when I watched it back on television, and he like this the whole time.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like, bro, you was jamming that hard and you didn't turn?
What's going on? His chair was stuck.
I was like, okay, you know, it's TV.
Yes.
Right.
I would say.
Yes.
Right.
What Kai said just now on the screen is very true. That he didn't turn because the producers told him not to.
Don't say it the way he said it.
It's TV.
He ain't turned. Because the producers told him not to. I'm helping you, Kai.
Don't misquote him.
And it's crazy because later on he was like one of my biggest advocates on the show.
Yeah.
Now you also during the audition, it was funny because Gwen Stefani was just going off on you, and you just very quietly and calmly said to her, "You know, I've worked with you before."
Yeah.
And she said, "What?"
Right.
Really?
Okay. So the story goes.
What happened was
I got people. Man, let me tell you, I had like ET News people call me like, "Did you shade Gwen?" And were you? And I was like, "No." So this is what happened.
Okay.
I worked on her Christmas record in 2017, and in studio recordings, normally what happens for the principal artist comes in and does their vocals. You have the background vocalists come in, the musicians, and we come and lay all the tracks and do all the stuff first and everything. And so and it was produced by Grace Potter. I was just with her on a cruise 2 weeks ago. She laughed at it because she said "girl outside" and was cracking up. But yeah, so we do all that stuff first. So by the time Gwen came in, I had been gone. I probably was on the plane with Michael McDonald or Bob somewhere, no telling at that point. So when we came around and they were like running all the people out of work with and then she was like, "Well, I would love to work with you," and I was like, "Well, we kind of already did." Like, yeah, me and you, your Christmas record. And I sung a little bit. She was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was like, "How could she not know who her singer is?" I was like, "Because she wasn't there."
Right. Y'all don't know how to biz
a lot of
work.
inside stuff in that radio record world. I tell you that. Are you watching IRTS Live? We have got Ms. Monet with us, a Bay Area legend. We're gonna put an L word on you. Who lives in Las Vegas now, doing big things on The Voice. We've talked about that. We're gonna talk about what you've got going on now. You got a new song, "Celebrate," and things like that. But before I say another word, I'm gonna let CJ Flash lead us in the direction he wants to go. I don't want to jump the gun on what he's got to play for you. So Flash.
Yes.
Do your thing, please.
Let's celebrate. No longer let the Christian Paul get you down. No. Don't hesitate. I'm sending you all around. No, no. We have a choice. It's up to us to live in lux and shine through. Cause the presence of us never did around. Just believe you can receive what's meant for you. Shake this music, you can use it, it's your life. No time for guessing, get your place and do it right. No need to worry, just story, set free. It's time to
Celebrate.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's your single. That's your latest single. That's out. You can get that wherever you download your music. It's available right now. "Celebrate" by Ms. Monet. Talk about that song, if you would, please.
Celebrate. Well, I just wanted something, of how I was feeling coming off of the show. It was a celebratory moment for me because it was something, again, like I said, I probably would have never done, but I felt I accomplished what God intended me to do. If anything, I hope that I represented for people who look like me, who shape like me, who sound like me, who are my age. I wanted to be an inspiration, and I felt like all the fan mail and emails and DMs and stuff I was getting from people from all over the world saying, "Thank you, finally somebody, I get this is perfect." And I realized how important it was to celebrate that moment. So I wanted to write something that was resonant of how I was feeling coming off of the show. And the crazy thing, I had wrote the song before I went on the show. Wow. Which was crazy. So after doing it, I was like back to it. And I was like, this is time for now. This represents exactly how I feel, exactly how I want people to feel. And I always wanted to have this feel good song that no matter what you're going through, you can put it on and just
celebrate.
Celebrate all the ups and the downs. It just doesn't matter. We celebrate in life, y'all.
That's a good one. Now listen, I know it's a bunch of barbecues and family reunions happening. That's you need to run that song. That's one of them.
Yeah. Summer's coming. Summer is coming.
Well, you know what? When I heard it too, like in church, I could hear that song in church as well. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but maybe in the second verse you might go a different direction. But that's what we heard just now. The second verse is breaking out the Hennessy and stuff. I don't know.
No, it's all positive.
It's all positive song. I just wanted a song that, it doesn't matter, what walks of life you're on. You could play that song and you can relate to it. Yes, I just wanted something that, again, it just feels good and it just represents, and I had people like say, "Man, that song just makes me happy." And I remember, like, even myself, it gave me joy. I remember I was in the gym on a treadmill and they played me They had just sent me the mix, and I got the mix back, and I was listening to it, y'all, and I start crying. I was like, you know, because I was ministering to myself.
Right on.
Right on. Words, you know, let's celebrate. No longer let the push and pull get you down. It's like, you know, I just. So I felt if it did that to me, I hope that it does the same thing to others. And so far, it is. So
we all like it. We all like
it. It does make sense because Jerry, you said that it has a gospel vibe to it, and it has that, you know, celebrating with family reunion, things like that. So it seems to definitely represent a lot of what you have as far as with your working career.
Yeah,
it's cross-sending. It's definitely there's no box to put in it.
And that was my goal. You know, I've always been the kind of artist to not try to be put in a box, because I tell people I'm many colors and I'm many things, and I like to express what I want to express. You know, I'm often asked, you know, well, what kind of singer are you? Are you R&B? I say I'm a soul singer. And they say, oh, you sing soul music? No, I said I sing soul music, but not the genre, the soul.
Hello.
Nice.
Hello.
So, you know, I it might be some jazz I sing. It might be some gospel I sing. It might be some country western. I've been with Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. Thank you, Beyonce. But hey, it's
been there, done that. That's right.
You know, I sing classical. I mean, it's just whatever it is. I've always wanted to be the kind of artist that when you think of Miss Monet, you think of Miss Monet, the voice, that voice, in whatever capacity it's in.
Right on.
So who's the producer you work with on that one? Because it sounded really nice.
Yes, so that was produced by BJ Kemp.
BJ Kemp. Okay, I hear it now. I hear it.
And it
very bass heavy.
It has a roller skate vibe to it, and that's what. He's produced a couple other joints that had a roller skate vibe to it, and it totally makes sense. Big shout out to my man BJ. BJ is good people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we heard 30 seconds of that song, went to the barbecue, the church, and the roller skating rink.
Okay.
Song.
See?
You know?
And you took the remix. You already got Birdman on the remix.
I know. It's Hennessy, it's Cardi B on it. Like, calm down, Jerry.
Kamala is using it during the campaign trail. It's got all kinds of things going on with that song, you know?
But exactly, there's no 30 seconds of it, and it's a hit instantly. There's no building up to liking the song. We just
so when you make a song like that, I think of songs that are anthems, songs like Celebration by Kool and the Gang, song like Anniversary by the Tonys, and you put a title like that on it and it has that vibe. Do you think about yourself, they can play this for the next 50 years?
You know, at the time, you don't really think about it. You just want it to be good and you want it to feel good for you and everything. But then after, like I said, after listening and back to it and me having the reaction I had to it and seeing other reactions that other people were having, I'm like, oh, okay, this is one of those songs that it can just go and go and go, you know, and you know, I didn't set out with the attempt to make it do that, but it just, that's how God works. He just allowed it to conform and to be that type of song and to have the type of message that it doesn't matter. You know, I was like, shoot, when the Warriors win the game or whatever, play Celebrate, you know, celebrate, you know. And it's funny, my sister and I, we do these things called Celebrate Saturdays where, you know, I put up, you know, just different celebratory scenarios. Like when Easter was last weekend, and we put up like little kids running around doing the Easter egg hunts, you know, and celebrating. And you know, when some sorors, they were crossing the line, we put up them crossing the line, celebrate. I mean, it's just one of those songs. It just has so much. It can go anyway.
That's right. Surely can.
Are you Greek? Are you Greek?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right.
I'm not. In my head and in my heart, I am. But I'm not. Hopefully, maybe I honorarily will be one day.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. I would think
they'll come get you. You just
they surely will. You just put it out there.
My sister's a Delta. Will that work for you? She's a Delta.
I'm. You know what? I'm whomever want me.
Okay.
Oh, well, girl.
Whomever want me. I mean, you know, I would love to rep, you know, whomever.
Don't say that. Go say that because everybody's popping. I think Taco Bell got a sorority now.
I've always wanted to be Greek, but here's the thing.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
It's like when I graduated from high school, walked stage, and then I walked my tail onto a plane and went to Europe with Huey Lewis and the News for 3 months.
Okay.
So, you know, I started.
Wait a minute. You mean you didn't go for a master's? What's wrong with you?
Please
That
leave
was
her
your
alone.
master's.
You don't
That
have
was
debt.
your message.
You
Yeah.
don't have debt. Congratulations.
Jerry just skipped the whole undergrad thing. He just
Right.
right in the master's
Yeah.
program.
I eventually did go back to school and
Oh.
and currently at Penn State University and
Nice.
working on my degree in psychology.
You're doing it
Cool.
all. You're
Good
doing
for
it
you.
all, Miss Monet.
She
Look
is
at
a
you.
Nittany lion. All
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What made
All
you
right,
choose psychology?
What made me choose psychology?
Mhm.
I just love to interact with people, and I felt like it was a good thing to do, especially as an artist and as a performer. When I sing and when I perform and when I'm talking to people, I want to be able to talk to them from a spiritual realm and from a collegiate realm as well. You know, I mean, to be able to give you balances because people can only take something from you at certain ways. So when you're dealing with people, you got to know how to come at them. So, psychology can help, you'll listen to me if I can kind of give you the more scientific aspect of something versus, okay, check this out, homie, let me break it down to you, so it's just, I just felt it would be beneficial for me as an artist to be able to convey messages even better if I needed to.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all kidding aside, as an artist, you're dealing with so many eccentric people. It will probably help you to get along a little better in this business that you have chosen to be yours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Go in peace, my child. Go. CJ Flash, give us some more of her good music because we're going to talk about some of the people that she's worked with and working with. And our guy Will Downing, and she said Huey Lewis, and there's a whole lot more. What you got, Flash?
Let's see. How about this one?
Hello, my love. I heard a kiss from you. Red magic satin playing near too. All through the morning rain I gaze, the sun doesn't shine. Rainbows and waterfalls run through my mind. In the garden I see was purple shower bells and tea, orange birds and river cousins dressed in green. Pretty music I hear, so happy and loud. Blue flower echo from a cherry cloud.
A little different spin on Strawberry Letter 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it cool?
This is what we're doing today. Okay.
What we doing?
You can trust CJ is going to dig all in the archive and find.
CJ is he gonna go through one dimple and come out the other. He gonna get all
in your business.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not mad at that at all. That was dope. That was dope.
Well, tell everybody what you're blushing about. Go ahead.
Well, no, it's just that was that recording. I did that with a gentleman named I. Reedman, who was whose record that actually is and he was featuring me on that record. So it's I. Reedman and Miss Monet, and when we recorded that song and several others, and it's just funny. I mean, just to go back, because I remember when we did the video and I was all doing all this in the video. And so smiling because I was just like, oh, you just took me back like 10 years, fam. Okay.
I was like, you look like you in deep thought.
I was like, yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. That was a good time.
I can see that.
And then the spin, he had his little spin on it and everything. And so he was kind of, he wanted to bop it a little bit. And I says, well, okay, well, we'll put a little swing on it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You don't hear that remade often enough.
No.
It's a nice touch on it.
Thank you. That was a fun record. I. Reedman and Miss Monet. Shout out to I. Reedman.
There you go.
All right. And by the way, Celebrate is available wherever you download your music. Is there more coming to that project? Is that part of an album or what we got going on?
Well, that was the single that, like I said, I wanted to drop something, like I said, coming off of the show. I know people was like, oh, we want music. I'm sure they're going to want something. So I said, let's do this song. But I'm actually coming home next week, and BJ and I are going to get together and we're going to start working on this next song and then the actual record, because that's what's needed, necessary next. So
right.
I know are people still buying records and all that?
You know what I think? I think the first of all, I think people are buying records. Okay. I also think people's attention span and desire for the longer record is coming back.
Okay.
I thought folks' attention spans were getting tighter and shorter, but I feel like an appreciation for more of a project has come back. So
okay, thank you for telling me that.
Let me tell you what I
give me everything. Give us everything.
Let me tell you what I really think.
What you think,
I
Russ?
think people are tired of these songs that are 1 minute and 36 seconds.
Wow.
You know, verse, chorus, verse, by. That's not a song. And
Jingle.
yeah, that's a commercial interlude.
Right.
And people are getting tired of that. So when real music comes out that has a body of work that is formatted, these songs go together to create a project. People are that's refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, full songs.
Full
You know,
song.
full movements. You know, the song that takes you through a story, not just a catchy hook. And we had a lot of pandemic people that went platinum on the pandemic with 1 minute songs. You know, I think that came and went. So so we really want to hear people like yourself who are coming with it. You know, bringing it back because real songs work. Real songs work.
You know, and we you know, as an artist, it's like always that thing. You know, okay, well, what, you know, because of course, trend. They want you to trend. It's funny because I had this just discussion with my sister earlier. You know, as far as, you know, what people want and what they want to hear and what's, you know, what's good and what's not good, or, you know, well, you know, like they said, might like Celebrate, you know, Celebrate is a feel good song and everything, but they were like, oh, you know, it's kind of old school. And I was like, old school. I was like, well, I mean, it was intentional, you know, and I was like that, but you want the TikTok music. I'm not the TikTok chick, you know.
Right.
And it's just like, you know, let's get back to, you know, those, like you said, those records that you just put it on and it just plays. I mean, you know, I mean, the I Want You record, Marvin Gaye, all day long. I can put it on and just let it ride.
Yeah.
You know?
Feel good music.
The feel good music. It's like trying to get back to that. And so it's like we're in this constant tug of war with getting, you know, these listeners and the people to get, like you said, tune their ears back into wanting to hear the long forms and the real tangible good music. So it's always a tug of war, but
if it's good, if it ain't good, I could go back to 1 minute 30 seconds. So
well, you know this is going. You know it's going to be good.
Let me put that out there.
Right.
And put it out on vinyl too. I'll give you the $35 for it on vinyl. I like that.
Vinyl.
It's always
vinyl with some liner notes and a
art.
As quiet as it's kept, if you're touring and you sell vinyl at your shows, you will not bring it home.
That's true.
This is very true. Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know, because you're always wondering. It's like we've gone through all the vices, right? You know, you have the cassettes and then your CDs and then now the drives. You know, like we don't got the drives. Like we don't, you know, and like you said, I missed the liner notes. That's when I was a kid. I would be in the basement and going through all my parents' records and reading the notes and all these people and everything. So it's crazy when I see these names, and now these names of people are like friends of mine now. You know, you know, I'm like, what? You know, so it's like I miss that. Yeah,
I hear you. If it wasn't for liner notes and Schoolhouse Rock, I'd still be in the 3rd grade.
It's true. Same. Where I learned to read. Same.
Same here.
Same here.
But you know, honestly, I would, if I just free advice, if you're going to tour and you're going to print up vinyl, do vinyl. Make sure that's part of your merch deal. Okay. I wouldn't spend money on CDs because a lot of cars don't have CD players now.
Yeah. Right.
But the vinyl, if people buy your vinyl, they're going to want it to either to play it and actually put it up on the wall like a poster.
Wow.
They'll frame it.
Okay.
So,
and actually,
and with the venue sales, you're going to get 10 times the venue sales for a piece of vinyl than you would CDs. So if you're tracking for analytics, do it that way too.
Nice. See,
go in peace, my child. Again, go in peace. We helping you, Bay Area. Go ahead.
And then to add to what Russ said, I went and saw the Jazz is Dead, Adrian Young and Ali Shaheed Muhammad. They were out here.
That's my brother.
Yeah, good people. And, you know, they got that series that Jazz is Dead. And I remember as I was leaving out, there was just a long laundry list. It was a laundry line out the door almost to buy their records. That Jazz is, and they were just gobbling it up. So, so definitely, get that pressed up for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate just that tidbit, because you don't know, you know what I mean? And as an independent artist, you know, we try to figure out all the various angles.
Right.
You know?
And is it worth the investment?
It's like, you know, I'm just kind of, well, what are we doing over here? Or what works, what doesn't work? And so this tidbit, just information is just, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Put me down for one, okay?
I got you.
All right, Flash, what else have you got?
I got a little something.
We started out just being friends. That's how this fairy tale began. Not knowing just what to do, but I knew I wanted it with you. I kept a real deep down inside. Not one to reveal or lose my pride. But love somehow shined on through, changed the way of thinking in my mind. There's something wonderful about you, is that you love to love me too. I pray that you'll always be in love with me. Never, never, never.
Okay, put that one on the album too.
Wonderful
Put that one on the album too.
Yeah.
Wonderful you. Yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
Did you write one for you?
Huh?
Did you write one for you?
Yes, I wrote Wonderful You. Yeah, I wrote that, and it was produced by Trevor Lawrence Jr., who is now he was a drummer for Herbie Hancock. He's on tour with him right now.
Awesome.
And yeah. So
Was he?
Trevor-
Yeah. I think he did some stuff with Theo Croker too.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, and he's also Trev's pretty dope.
we forgot to tell you that we forgot to tell you he's the Encyclopedia Brown Tanica. He knows stuff that you probably hadn't thought about since you did it, but he knows it.
That's what's up.
That's his role.
Yeah, Wonderful You. That was a fun song. That's one of those songs. I'm sure Ryan could relate to this when you write about the boo at that time.
Oh yeah. I got a few of those.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's
Got a
the
few of
boo
those. Yeah.
at that time who's not a
Hey,
boo
you
anymore.
Right. That's a bug now.
Yeah, girl. I don't even call them X's. I call them Y's. Why? What the hell was I with you? Why?
Are we supposed to be listening to this, or should we leave, or what?
I don't have X's. I have Y's.
I know that's right.
You know, we can hear you guys, the four of us around you. You know,
Well, you ain't nobody's why. You married. You fine.
Ain't nobody's why.
Yeah, you fine. Y'all doing well. That's
I like that one.
Well, he inspired a good one. That's a bop.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Feels good. Feels good.
That was kind of like I was to Jam and Lewis. I felt like Jam and Lewis when we put it. I was like, this is something I thought they would do.
Yeah.
So,
with that boo boo.
Yeah.
That was it. Yep.
Now you like singing up tempo, or you do some ballads too, or what do you like best?
I like, oh gosh. I love singing up tempos, but I think for me, I'm a ballad chick. I like to just stand at that mic and sing and tell the story and everything, especially if it's a good song and it's a song that needs the story to be told and to paint the colors, and really just getting there, reach your heart out and everything. So, because like Whitney Houston was my one between she and Barbara Streisand, and they were like the epitome of just standing at a mic and just going for it, and so So I would say I'm more of the ballad chick.
Yeah,
that might be the Yentl. I heard that.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be the first Babs mention on this show though. Since we've been
no. I've definitely mentioned. Yes, I've definitely talked about Babs.
Right here.
Yes, gentle, funny lady, please, honey.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Barbara.
I like to remember that song she did with Barry Gibb.
Yes.
Guilty.
Guilty was it.
Hello. Running mountain. Come on, Monet. Me and you, Monet. Come on. I'm gonna cut that part, edit that part out, and put that on my.
Yeah, but that was the thing about Barbara, because what I love and adore her. That's why I say these women who are just voices, iconic voices. It didn't matter what genre they sung. You just said she was singing "Guilty" with Barry Gibb, didn't do Yentl, and then turn around and sing "Enough Is Enough" with Donna Summer, and just saying like this
and give it all. Yes.
you know, but it's still, she's still who she is. She never lost being Barbara in any of those, you know what I mean?
Not
It's
never.
like,
And do a show
Compromise
tune.
herself.
Exactly.
And she can still sing. Oh
oh
my
my
goodness.
God.
Yeah.
She can sing.
Oh,
And in that way, she's a soul singer. And so it, you know, it gets to your definition of a soul singer.
thank
You
you.
know, you sing what comes from
That
your
I
soul.
would never have said before.
Well, here we are. We got a new definition.
But I hear you. That interpretation is different. I would never have ever.
Well,
Never
now
have I ever.
Never have ever.
Never have I
Never ever.
Never,
Ever.
never ever.
I would never said that she
No.
was a soul singer. But now I'll give it.
Yes, given what we're saying here.
You never know. You never know. You're watching IRTS live because it's Tuesday, because we are here every Tuesday.
ever.
We got Ms. Monet with us. She's down in Vegas, but her heart is always going to be from the Bay.
That's
And
right.
she's from all around the world too, because you have worked with Narada Michael Walden, Quincy Jones, Shaka Khan. I saw you with Michael McDonald. And of course, whenever you come to Yoshi's, at least the time I saw you at Yoshi's, you were singing with the Will Downing.
Will.
And obviously Will was enjoying his time with you there, but so you have had you've had some things going, and then you just said you were on the road with, who did you mention just a few minutes ago?
And now I'm
On a plane.
currently on tour with Joe Bonamassa.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you know, rock, blues, guitar god.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's just been
He
amazing.
can play.
Oh yeah. It's been a joy. We just wrapped up 7 weeks of the spring run, and he's in Europe right now. They're doing the Europe run, and we'll continue with the summer run in July. But yeah, Joe. Yeah, before I went to see him last year, and it was crazy, and then fast forward now, I'm singing with the fella, and just to really dissect his music and watch his mastery, this guitar playing, it's just every night I just sit there and like, wow. Just
how'd you get hip to him?
So true story. So me singing with Raphael. So and another tidbit, I'm the only girl that was in Tony.
Oh, hello. Tony.
It's the fam. But me singing with Ray and his band at the time, they were 3 of the guys who were in the band with Ray's band now are with Joe.
Okay.
And that's how they were like, they came to Vegas and they were like, Mo, come to the show. And I was like, yeah, because I hadn't seen one of the guys because he had literally retired, but he came back in and started playing with Joe. And I was like, y'all brought CT back out? Okay, well, I got to come see this because CT back. And I went to go see him, and they introduced me to Joe, and they were like, yeah, we got to get Monet with us. And he was like, okay. And the next thing, you know, they were like, so I was like, word?
Yeah.
Okay, sure, why not? Because it was the only genre for me that I hadn't tapped into just yet. You know, I hadn't really done any blues, you know, like that, like the way Joe has done. So this is a new genre that I'm experiencing, and it's been pretty awesome.
Man, I bet you get to learn so much by being able to touch all these genres. How does all of that inform the way that you create your music?
You know, it allows me to kind of just pull from each and everything. And I guess it just allows me to just be who I am. And like I was saying earlier, paint the picture.
Yeah.
And not be afraid of it. Not be, am I being too much of this or am I doing too much of that? No, just be Monet.
There you go.
You know, and so the beautiful part is being able to have this experience from all these genres to be able to pull from and to use for me as an artist.
Right on.
Yeah.
Rod Ledford wants to know, are you doing Vegas anytime soon?
Am I doing Vegas anytime soon? They're trying to get me to do something in Vegas right now. I just did this thing this last week called the Composer Showcase, where we were honoring different writers who wrote different songs and everything. And I sung for I can't think of the man's name right now, but he wrote Shantae Moore's As If We Never Met. They're a writing team, and Judd Freeman, excuse me, just went blank. Judd Freeman and Alan Rich, and they wrote "Run to You" for Whitney Houston. They wrote James Ingram's "I Don't Have the Heart to Love You." They wrote that. They wrote Shantae Moore's, which what I sung "As We Have Never Met." They wrote Natalie Cole's what's her song? I can't think of it right now. But they wrote all these crazy songs, so we did this honor for them, and that was really really cool. That was an amazing night. So that was like my last, or pretty much only thing I've done. Show wise, I'm so back and forth, and now I'm out of Joe Bonamassa and back into Will Downing world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm back out and so I don't know. I can't answer it just yet, but hopefully so. I promise something will come down pipeline.
Now, with you performing all these kind of genres and all these different audiences and to crowds like this, probably everywhere you go, and they can be black, white, young, old. Is it do you do a different show in your mind each time, or do you just do Ms. Monet and they come and get you, or what? I mean, like you work with Michael McDonald, you work with Will Downing. It's got to be a different feeling to it.
You know, it's a different feeling, because of course, because the music is different, but it still comes from the same place. It's the soul. You know, the beautiful thing about each of those artists are they sing from their soul. You know, it's their interpretation of their music is very authentic and everything. And I don't care who you are, you're going to feel it. You know, so I just kind of have that median as my approach with any artist I work with. As long as it's authentic and it's coming from a real, genuine, soulful place, it's gonna work. And for me, I figured that out. I represented World Expo in 2020, and that's the biggest stage in the world. And to go represent the United States and headline. And I remember going over there, and I took my mom with me, and I was like, I'm an independent artist. Are they going to get me? I mean, I'm not Rihanna, I'm not Beyonce, da 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 da. And my mom said, she said, just be Monet.
There it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And when look, the police showed up and they was rushing to the stage. I was about to get kicked out the country because I put the people in an uproar.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. You had the face coverings. The women, girl, they were snatching them off.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
I was like, I'm getting kicked out. Getting kicked out here.
Wow.
But it was crazy. But it was a proof that, like, when I came home, and I remember I came home and I literally sat in silence for like 3 days. Wow. And just let that moment just kind of resonate and just understand what just happened to me. And I realized at that moment that, my performance turned into my ministry. And so now it's my ministry now, because I saw what it does to and for people. And I realized that it doesn't matter if you understand me or not, as long as you can feel it, it's going to work. And
Isn't that a trip when you're in another country and you just see people, from the first note, they are totally into you. They could not tell you what time of day it was in English at all. But from that first note, I've seen it. It washes over you like this. Yeah. It's a crazy, crazy feeling.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Just like the picture.
I haven't seen it from me. I'm not the performer, but I've witnessed my friends be so openly received by the international audience. It's sick. I saw people. Jubu got a standing ovation, and they couldn't even pronounce Jubu. They were just like, crazy. It was overwhelming.
Right.
It was overwhelming.
Right. Yeah.
If you ever get to a point where you just can't, like, you have to step back and take a breath, because that energy is palpable.
Yeah.
You feel that energy. Does it ever overtake you or drive you in a different direction?
I just sit there and I just, allow it to just cover me for the moment and take it in, and I just, I'm really at that moment in my head thanking God. Like, Lord, thank you. You've allowed my voice to just put me in this position right now, and to experience this, and it becomes very reciprocal, because they give to me and I give to them, and that's why I say it turns into a ministry for me. Yeah. So I just allow it to just take over me and say, Lord, just give it up and be like, thank you.
Right on.
I can't help it because it's only because of Him. I'm the vessel just being used.
Right on. Right on.
Ms. Monet, we've been doing this show for a few years now, and we've been very fortunate to talk to a whole lot of people just like you that are just solid, smart,
Thank you.
Respectful, know their business, respect their business. And again, I don't even know you. You're from this little town that I live in here too. So I'm be looking for your relatives starting tomorrow.
Okay.
They only offer railroad or leverage. They got to be off one of those streets.
Anybody whose last name is Brown, then my people.
Okay, but if you ever get anywhere close, and again, like I said, I saw you with Will a few years ago, so I'm definitely going to make sure that I come and see you wherever you go. So
Yes,
we got another song we want to play, and then we got to get up out of here. So CJ Flash, what you got?
So you mentioned a bunch of people that you sang with over the years. You briefly mentioned this person, but I had a chance to see you at Yoshi's many years ago when you did a solo piece, and you introduced me to this guy right here.
Babies into running around, hanging with the crowd, putting your business in the street, talking out loud, saying you bought us this and that, how much you done spent. I swear she must believe it's all heaven sent. Hey boy, you better bring the chick around to the sad, sad truth, the dirty low down. How to talk like that.
Yeah. Oh,
Boss Skaggs with a smile on your face. Yes.
Skaggs.
That man. Wow. Boss. I'm probably most known for being with him for the longest. I was with Boss for 23 years.
Wow.
23, huh?
23 years singing with Boss Skaggs.
Wow.
This was the person that allowed me to even just grow into who MS.MONET is today. He pushed me every opportunity, and like literally he let me take over his show and gave me my own moment in his show, and just really, really pushed me on his fans, who then became my fans. And it was just years with him, and just what a consummate professional. He taught me so much, and like I call him like my musical father, literally, because I was raised literally under this man. And what an awesome experience it was to just be with him, singing with him. I did two records with him, and and I'm forever Miss Sun because of it now.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. Heart of Mine is one of my, like, not even just a top Boss Skaggs song. That's one of my top songs, and it was just it's trippy to hear Bobby's version and his version to A/B those.
Yeah,
Heart of Mine is. If you haven't heard that, do yourself a favor.
Yeah,
turn the lights down low, get yourself your favorite beverage, and put that on. Boy,
yeah,
boy.
Yeah.
Watching him do it every night was like magic.
I'm sure. I've never seen him play.
Oh wow!
I've been to his club several times. I've played on that stage several times. But
American Music Hall or Slims?
Slims.
Mm-hmm.
And well, actually both. Great American Music Hall too.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last place Prince had an after party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've never seen him play. And I'm a fan.
You got to see a Boss Skaggs show. I mean, I'm not in it anymore, of course. But but Boz, I mean, how iconic can you be? And it's crazy because with Boz, I remember there's times when they were doing Dukes of September, and I was in that band, and that was Boz Skaggs, Michael McDonald, and Donald Fagen from Steely Dan.
Wow.
That was the Dukes tour, and I missed it. That was the Dukes tour, and I missed it.
Sing that stuff every day.
Listen. If that doesn't influence your music, nothing can.
So I'm gonna ask you this, since we're about to wrap it up. I've met Donald before. He's not that crotchety all the time, is he? Kind of.
He's a New Yorker. I always tell people like this. He is every definition of what a New Yorker is. So he's very snarky. He's very
not personal. It's New York.
He's very New York.
But he is so fly, and the subtle things that he does are so fly. Like the front of his roads is crazy. Yeah.
I'm
not going to spoil it for everybody, but next time you get a chance to see him, peep the front of his roads.
Yeah,
and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's a dope guy, but you guys got to understand that his angle. And if you get it, you're like, okay, I get it. That's Fagin being Fagin.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Wow.
Well, listen, I hate to wrap this up, but we got to wrap this up because you got things to do, and I got to go eat. It's always at this time of night on every Tuesday. I got to get something to eat, or I'm going to get a little New Yorkish.
Ryan got to wrap up and get up.
I got to get out of this theater, man.
Yeah,
before the cleaning crew comes through. Yeah.
But we thank you very much. You're going to be following your career times 10 now, and when that vinyl comes out, be sure to get a hold of me because I want to get vinyl number 2 with your autograph on it or something like that.
We all come and do a show. That's what I got to come home and do.
Yes.
Well, when you get ready to do that, hit me back and let's put you back on, and we can see because we doing things every Tuesday night. And if you just are catching the tail end of the show, you miss La Femme Fatale, you miss Miss Monet. Make sure you just wait about 5 minutes after this show is done, and right where you're watching right now, hit click and start all over again. You can see the whole show from beginning to the end. You can catch them always on the replays on the IRTS Space Show on the YouTube page. That's what we do every Tuesday. We got another show coming up next week. Miss Monet, thank you again very much.
Thank you. Appreciate
you.
Y'all.
Kai and Nikita from La Femme, we thank you again very much. CJ Flash, D Minor, Ryan Nicole, Big Russ, thank you all very much. I'm Jerry Dove. We'll see you next week with another episode of IRTS Live.
IRTS Live is brought to you by C-Dove HR Consulting Group, the human resources specialist, providing personalized service to building a better tomorrow. Enjoy the difference. Lifelong Medical Care, offering free vaccines for everyone 12 and over. Call Lifelong at 510-549-5454 or visit lifelongmedical.org. Check out gdovedesigns.com to get t-shirts and hoodies that make a statement. Join DJs Big Russ and CJ Flash for the World Famous Show live Fridays noon to 4 Pacific. Catch them on the following social media platforms. And if you'd like to join us as a sponsor, please email us at info@irtsshow.com.